So I'm here at the Vallarta in the Los Angeles area, and if you've ever had this before, this is a really good drink. And obviously they got things like coconut water, lots of coconut water. But what's interesting with the Spanish supermarkets is they've got a few other things that are a little different in style. As you can see here, there's a lot of drinks. They have lime drinks, apple, that's apricot. You got the different types of flavors. And then they got the Spanish music playing in the back as you're walking through the store. Strawberry banana, guava nectar, lots of, so at the Spanish stores, you'll find more of these style of drinks typically than you will like in an American market. Then you obviously have your things like your apple juice, pineapple juice, things of that nature. But you find more of these rarity types of juices. And then obviously you're gonna get things like I said, apple juice, tomato juice. These things are common. V8 Splash. But yeah, I wanna show you all kind of some of the styles of the other things that are a little bit different. So if you come here, this is basically it's like Pedialyte. So they got a watermelon flavor, they got grape flavored. This is apricot flavored. Strawberry banana flavor. And then you've got pineapple flavor. So they got a lot of these styles of drinks here. Then there's a lot of these mixes. The mixes are very popular too, especially in the Spanish grocery areas. Tamarind is really popular. Horchata. Horchata is like a milk cinnamon rice drink. It's really good. I used to drink it a lot as a kid. They have non-dairy ones now too that I kind of enjoy. It's called horchata. Then you have things like Kool-Aid Burst. Yeah, these are just HIC. These are just regular drinks you're gonna see pretty much anywhere you go. This is nothing out of the ordinary. You see this even at an American store. But here's what's interesting, like seeing this aloe vera tamarind, you don't really see that outside of maybe a Latin supermarket, because I've never seen that in an American one. Aloe with mango, aloe with coconut, aloe with kiwi. Obviously you're gonna have all sorts of, these are tostadas. They're like fried tortillas. You know, it's a very common thing, tostadas. Then you have more tostadas. So yeah, tostadas, usually what you'll do is you'll put rice and beans on them, and maybe chicken or beef if you eat that. And those are tostadas. See, they kind of have one here. So this tostada has rice, beans, it looks like chicken, avocado, and salsa. So from Jalisco, Mexico, from Mexico. So those are those kind of drinks. Then obviously you're gonna have your cereal section. That's not out of the ordinary. Captain Crunch. I'll just take you all through this area. So this is the Spanish supermarket. Honey Bunches of Oats, Cheerios, things like that. But I'm gonna see if I could take you all through other areas. So then you're gonna have all sorts of things. Tapatio, that's like a common sauce that a lot of Spanish people like. You have tapatio. Okay, here we go. So here's where it gets kind of interesting. So you have, this is like chili. This is like a chili mix. So you'll have something like that too. That's really popular. This is interesting. It's a margarita, basically already pre-made. So obviously that. You have Pacifico. It's a Mexican beer. Let's see what else they got here at the store that's different. So obviously you have things like your cookies. That's pretty common. And then they play Spanish music in the back. That's not uncommon to do as well. All the cookie area. Trying to see if we can find other things that are kind of out of the ordinary. Let's put my mic in so I can give you guys better audio if they're gonna be playing music. Can kind of give you better audio here. Here we go. So yeah, so let's see what else we got. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so these are like traditional herbs and teas. A lot of these are specific for like Latin cultures. So you're not gonna really see eucalyptus in an American store, at least not that I've seen. Spearmint, Parica, and it says dolor ocasional, meaning occasional pain. So that's how you know you're kind of in a Spanish store, when they have the mixtures of the words in English and in Spanish. You have all these different types of teas here. And then you'll have things like, obviously, frappuccinos. See what else they got that kind of stands out of the ordinary of a regular store. So a lot of these you'll find in regular stores, but lots of salsas and spices. Himalayan salt grinder. I probably got to go to the dairy section to show you stuff that you don't see. Churros. Churros are a big thing in Mexican culture. I don't know about other Latin cultures, but churros are very, very popular. So that doesn't surprise me that they have something for churros there. So if we continue going here, you got baking soda, pre-cooked white cornmeal. Okay, this is like for pan dulce. Pan dulce is a really big one. So that's a sweet bread. It's a very popular Mexican dish. Pan dulce. I wonder if they have it here. You don't really find those at regular grocery stores. You got to go to a Spanish market. Let me see. Here they are. So these are pan dulces. These are basically like sweet breads. I think pan dulce is Mexican. I'm half Mexican, and as a child, used to eat this stuff like it was gonna cease to exist. So these are regular things, but I want to show you the pan dulce. Okay, so these are torta almenia. That sounds like German. But these aren't the ones I want to show you. The ones I want to show you are pan dulces. So these are other types of breads and things. But what I want to show you guys is, here it is. They call it concha, but these I call it pan dulces. They're basically sweet breads. I don't eat them now because they're just too much sugar, but man, they taste really good. They taste really, really good. They're like really addicting. That's why I don't touch it anymore. But you do those with like a hot chocolate or like a hot tea, and my goodness, it's like, as a little boy, brings back good memories at grandma's house. But yeah, pan dulces. Let me know what Spanish culture you're from, and do you guys have pan dulce, or what is your version of sweet bread? Because again, that to me, I've always thought it was Mexican, but I could be wrong, because again, I'm half Mexican, so I thought that was a thing. And then here you have, these are like cultural, traditional candies.
Needed in health and beauty.
So you can tell these candies are a little bit different than like your typical American candies. Sandia is a watermelon. Candy with tamarind. So tamarind is a big flavor in Latin cultures to put into things. Tamarind. La vaquita, I think vaca is a cow, so la vaquita means like the little cow, I think. Takis. These are, again, popular Spanish candies. I'm not sure how or what they go with. Half of these I've never, I probably haven't tried any of these really. But these are traditional and cultural candies, I guess. So maybe I'll find something interesting here. Then you got twisty gummies. These are like, I'm not sure what that is. It's like a fruit dipped in something. Dulce de leche. I remember these as a kid. There's something similar to these. These are really, really popular. Coconut candy. That's so interesting. What's in this? So obviously this is Mexican. This is the flags of Mexico. Never had that before, so I don't know. Don't know. So let's see here. So these are more of the candies. This is a popular one where they put the candy on the spoon. You put the candy on the spoon and you just eat it like that. Again, you're not going to see that in an American store. So yeah. And then these are traditional Latin garments. Okay, and then these are cups. Oh, these are kind of cool. These are like traditional cups. Puebla means a town. Okay, these are kind of cool actually. Some of these are pretty nice. And then you got more stuff over here. Piñatas, those are very popular for like birthday parties. What they do is they stuff them with candy and people hit them with a bat. So that doesn't surprise me. Piñatas. I wonder what the origins of a piñata are. Probably from the Aztecs. Yeah. Oh, and then this is a popular game. A very, very popular game you play with cards. There's enemy number one of mankind. Yeah, and then I forget how it plays, but I remember playing it as a kid. I should ask somebody because I forgot how you play that game. This is also a popular game where you roll this little thing. It's almost like a little dreidel. I forgot how you play these games. I haven't done it in so long. Forgot my culture. That's really bad. Then you got more traditional styles of foods here. And then you got the watermelons. Obviously, fruit's a big thing here. So that's kind of the interesting thing is probably that cultural area over there where you can see all those different types of cultural things. Some good, some bad. But that's kind of what makes the store unique. Also, probably what makes it unique is if we go back and we look at the meat and dairy section. So we'll go back there and take a look at that and see what's over there. So there's lots of fruits and things here. I'm trying to see what they have here that might be different. So I don't know what kind of fruit that is, but it looks good. Probably have to buy one. So obviously the fruits are a big thing. But I want to see what do they have here that looks different than an American store. That's kind of the goal. I'm looking for things that are unique to this type of a store that you're not going to see at an American store. Oh, here we go. This makes it unique for sure. Let me show you all. Let me show you all. So this is, obviously you know you're at a Spanish store when you see all this. So these are all the different types of herbs and things that are used. Tea de manzanilla. Okay. Hierba buena, flor de tila, linden flower. So these are all the different types of spices and things here. So this is rosemary. This is definitely a Spanish thing. Spices and teas for everything. And Vicks Vapor. Somehow that stuff works. And then you got all this here. There's so much. Kind of show you guys. I don't even know what that is. Colación? Shredded coconut. Cat's claws. Wow. Parsley flakes. Bearberry. Basil. Baking soda. Chia seed. There's so many different kinds of things they have here. Nutmeg whole. Wow. Ginger whole. Almonds. Pitted prunes. Ooh, I remember my grandma used to make me eat that as a kid. Pepitas. Pickling spice. Hot taco mix. Different types of seeds. More pickling spices. So this definitely makes you know you're in a, like I said, you're in a Spanish store. Chili. Chili morita. This is for tamales. Yeah, definitely a Spanish store. Casabel. Chia seed. Cinnamon ground. Cinnamon stick. Shredded coconut. Raisins. Cane sugar. Wow. Pitted prunes. Okay, shrimp. I wouldn't eat that. Lentils. Wow, there's so much here. Just kind of guide you guys through. There's so many different types of items here. This is definitely a Spanish store. Tamarind, hibiscus, textured soy, ruidas. Okay, wow, cinnamon, chili pods, wow, hoja santa. Wow, chili de árbol, chili tree. Like I said, Spanish people love chili. Well, Mexicans do for sure. All this chili. So that lets you know you're definitely not in an American store with all that chili. I still think the hottest I've ever had is Indian food. Their version of mild was like scorching. And then these are like for tamales, if I'm not mistaken. These are the husk. So what you do is you put the masa and then the meat or the whatever you eat, vegetables, and you put it in there. But yeah, that is all that there. Yeah, so that's definitely lets you know you're not in an American store. So that's so probably the cultural candies, that and a couple of the drinks are really what sets it apart, where you know you're not in an American store. Most of the fruits are fruits and things that you're gonna find at regular stores. But like I said, finding those candies and those chilies and those spices and herbs are probably what makes a big difference. And then obviously they'll have little idols of supposedly Christ. It's a little white idol baby, which kind of ironic because he wasn't white, so I don't know how he can be a white baby. But so yeah, and then obviously there's gonna be lots of beers. Latinos love beer. Oh, this is another popular drink too. mineral water. But the beer section is probably their next biggest one, where you'll find a lot of more traditional beers. But pretty much everything here is yeah, things you can find at most regular stores. Oh, and chicharrones. So this, they love this stuff. It's basically pig skin. I used to eat this all the time as a kid. Not now, but chicharron. It's basically fried pig skin. Let's see if I can find the beer area so I can show you guys what it looks like. Where is the beer section? Here we go. Beer area. Oh, and then obviously the fresh fruit area is going to be another big one. So here's that game again. Loteria Jumbo. #1 enemy of mankind. Let me show you guys. Okay, so like the beers, you have more traditional beers. So like you have Tecate, Dos Equis, you have Corona, Modelo. So yeah, lots of liquor here actually. And so this is all the liquor section here. But let me show you the fruits, because that's probably what makes it really popular too. The fruit section. Okay, so the fruit section is as follows. You'll have these, I don't know if these are non-dairy. You can get non-dairy ones. Basically, they're called paletas, and what they do, it's basically fruit, and they freeze it and they put it on a stick. So that's also too what makes a Spanish grocery store unique. Obviously, you'll have your regular ice cream, but when you come up to the top, you'll have more traditional style drinks. So like I said, like for example, you have horchata. That's that rice milk drink. Pineapple, mami, watermelon, hibiscus, guava. So those are the popular ones. I don't want to get in these people's way. But you'll have those kind of styles of drinks. And then at the little areas up top, you will have more traditional styles. I think this is like a salad bar. So obviously you'll have like salsa is a big thing. Let me see if I can show you all. So this is a guacamole. Okay, so you could get fresh guacamole here. So this is literally like the guacamole area. So this is fresh guacamole, and they kind of make it right there, so it's kind of cool. So this is the one. Yeah, and then you'll have other things like typical candies. I mean, I feel like a lot of these you'll find at American stores, but they have their own brands of candies that make it unique. Let me see here. See if I can show you guys. Modelo's a popular beer. But yeah, the avocado, having fresh avocado made on the spot is definitely a Latin culture thing. You don't see those at American stores, making avocado on the spot. I mean avocado guacamole on the spot. So, but yeah, this is, and then you'll have these types of brands. I think these are Spanish brands, if I'm not mistaken. See, here's the pan dulce again. It's basically like sweet bread. And then you'll have things like, obviously like pizza. This is nothing out of the ordinary. It's pretty common to see. Trying to see what else do you see here that's not typical in a regular grocery store. Yeah, here we go. This is what makes it different too. Latin cultures are really big into these types of candles of the Virgin Mary, which most of this influence actually comes from ancient Babylonian religion. If you look it up, biblically speaking, you were forbidden from making images of the Christ. But yeah, this is a very, very popular thing among Spanish culture. What's interesting is there's a story that a man was asked to draw a Christ and he didn't know, so somebody gave him an image of I think a deity called Serapis, And that's kind of a legend, or I'm not sure how true it is, but we don't know what he looked like. So I don't know why he's always white with, you know, this imagery. One of the other things that's interesting too, if you see these here where they have the little sun disk, those actually originate from the ancient Babylonians of sun worship, and it got kind of incorporated from Roman Catholicism when they took over other religions. But yeah, that's something for you to do your homework on if you're interested. Not everything is what you think it is. So as we go by, you've got your cleaning products, that's common. Then you'll have your other things like, you know, school supplies, things of that nature. So the meats are what probably make it a little different too. The meat area is probably gonna have a lot of pig, but a lot of that you'll find at American stores. Okay, so for example, like a pork tongue, I don't think you'll find that at a regular store, finding pork tongue. So you'll find the meat section is probably gonna be a lot more different than what people are used to. I'm trying to see if there's anything here that really stands out in the meat area that you don't see at a regular store. Pork tongue for sure. See, pork skin, like most American stores are not going to just have something where you can buy pork skin and just eat pork skin as is. So that is definitely something different. Then you have beef tone steak. Okay, that's probably something you'll see. Here we go. Smoked pork shank. Again, you don't really see that at American stores.